Hello you guys, and welcome back to another Halloween series. So as you can see on my Instagram, this look that we're gonna go is for a plastic surgery gone wrong. So pretty much I already tied up my hair in a low bun. If I want to do it dramatic, I do the braids, but for do it very quickly, I just do a bun. And then I put on this cap that it has a lot of holes in there. It's like open, so I put a little bit of gel so it can hold down my wig a little bit more. And the reason why I love this one, because I get to secure it with pins, one each side, so I'll make sure it's not gonna move and go anywhere. So what we're gonna do, since we have oily skin, I'm gonna go with Rimmel Stay Matte and Airspun, a one coat to make sure it's dry. Then we're gonna go with L'Oreal in concealer to just clean up my eyebrows real quick, make sure everything's good. Now I'm gonna use a white pencil to just trace the lines at first, because I want to see what everything's gonna go. Then next up, I'm gonna use my Morphe 35OM, and I'm gonna use the shades, the lightest shades. I'm still using, of course, the L'Oreal concealer. Then we're gonna go on with the reddest shade so it can stand out a little bit. We're gonna make it kind of like if it's bruised, like if it's bruising up. So we're gonna do a little bit of different colors. We're gonna go with this shade, and now we're gonna drag that down our lower lash and on top of our lid, like almost in the cut crease. And yes, this is, I love my background, how my chair looks, the shirt, everything. I just love this background. So next time we're gonna use this two different shades and palettes from the Zulu palette, and I'm gonna use the purple shades to make it look a little bit more bruised, and then we're gonna be playing with the brown shades and a little bit of black to kind of make it like I just got out of a surgery or like a few days. Then we're gonna go on a little bit with the black. Now the yellow is very important. It's kind of like if affected. Then we're gonna go on the same thing. We're just gonna be playing with different shades of browns and all that to make sure that it looks bruised. Now on the reds, I'm gonna be drawing. This is where the FX is gonna come through. So I just love to actually do the lines, and then I go in with the liquid latex and some toilet paper, very little, and then I start kind of gluing them, and then that way it can look like if it was cut, like a fresh cut. So it's right here. We're gonna be applying the liquid latex and some toilet paper. You can, if this is optional, I did this step. It actually works really good. And yes, of course, I'm using my cup as always. But yeah, I love to put it super tight, the toilet paper. Well, it's actually napkins, so that way it can stick better. Now we're gonna go on with this shade, and we're gonna be kind of like messing it around and make sure that it's like bruised. So then later on we can work with some, as you can see right here, we're starting to put the red shades so it can look like fresh cuts. And a little bit of the nose and the forehead to make sure it's gonna stand out super badass. Now we go with a little bit of more rich shade, and you can see it's already coming out. It's optional. You can leave it as it is like that, or you can go a little bit more what I'm gonna be doing. Now the gray is supposed to make it look a little bit more like intense, and we're gonna be playing with the same shades, the yellows, the purples, the browns, just to make sure those cuts are super dramatic and super fresh looking. And then we're gonna make it like kind of like an infected, like getting a little bit of pus and all that. So this is very important. Then we go in with those super red shades and just go on top of it. Even though we're gonna add blood, I still want to make sure that it's super bright. And here you just want to keep dabbing, guys, to make sure that everything's smudged very good. There's no harsh lines. And you can see the top of my forehead, you can see that it's actually looking like it feels bruised from the bottom. So we're gonna start doing that. Then I'm gonna use a needle that I don't use anymore, and we're just gonna insert some of that blood. It's kind of like a gel. It's not like the normal blood, and just insert it on the cuts to make it look a little bit more fresh. And this step actually works really good. I'm going to use a little bit in the forehead, then I'm going to switch from a different brush just to make sure it's going to stand out super badass. Now we're going to go with the lines. This is the top of, like how they say, the cherry on top. This is actually going to make it look, as you can see, like it was super bruised. And you know, anything that you mess with your eyes and your nose, of course, is going to bruise you up on your eyes. So that's very important, what I wanted to do. Everybody wants to do this you know, beautiful plastic surgery, but I was like, nobody's willing to go far. So I was like, let me just take this to another level. It is Halloween special effects, so let's step up our game. Now, as you can see for the concealer, I use the lightest shade from L'Oreal, and I just overstretch my lips, and I'm just putting like a lip liner. Well, it's actually paint, but you can use any red lip Botox and all that. Like, you did a way over exaggerated Botox job, so we are stretching up those lips and making them look over exaggerated big. Now, this is optional, guys. I decided to overstretch lines to make it more dramatic, and as you can see, this is so far how it's coming out. I drew some details on the bottom for arrows and where I need to do some job, or the excess is where, like, don't do anything there yet. So what we're gonna do is make it stand out even more, and we're gonna use those purple shades to make it look like it's gone literally bruised, like so bad on your eyes. So this is gonna stand it out, and as you can see, it's very detailed, very harsh, but I think special effects is amazing, guys. And then I'm getting these jewels that I ordered off from Wishlist, and they were for almost for free. I only had to pay like a few cents for the shipping. And this look, oh my gosh, just look at that, guys. It like stand out so good. The wig, you know, I had to come up because I was gonna not put any weight, but I was like, let's just make it more dramatic, make it look like she's still gonna look good. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure to give it a like, and see you to the next.